Good morning, student. Today we will discuss chapter 6, that is the Indian Constitution. This chapter include 4 points. The first point is meaning of a constitution. The second one, need for a constitution. The third point, salient features of Indian Constitution. And the fourth point is importance of a constitution. At first we discuss the first point, meaning of a constitution. A constitution is a fundamental legal document that contains the rules according to which the government of a country functions. These rules and laws are called the basic laws. The second point is need for a constitution. A constitution is needed for the following reasons. There are some reasons for which we need constitution. The first point is, in a democratic government, the citizen participate in the functioning of government directly or indirectly. The second point is, a constitution grows and evolves constantly according to the need and aspiration of the people. The third point is, every constitution represents the ideal, values and vision of its founding fathers. And the fourth need is, our constitution is a unique example of flexibility and continuous growth. Now we will discuss the third point, that is salient features of Indian Constitution. Features of Indian Constitutions are: first, the preamble; second, a detailed written constitution; third, a socialist and secular state; fourth, single citizenship. The next one is independent judiciary. Next, parliamentary system. And the last one is fundamental rights. At first, we discuss the first point, that is the preamble. Our constitution starts with the preamble. It contains the ideal and basic principle of the Indian Constitution. It is the soul of the entire Constitution. The second point is a detailed written constitution. This is divided into 22 parts, 395 articles and 8 schedules. At present, our constitution contains 448 articles with 25 parts and 12 schedules. The next point is a socialist and secular state. India is a secular country. This means all citizens, the government cannot frame such policies that discriminate between various religion communities of India. The next one is single citizenship. In this single citizenship, all citizens are entitled to same rights. The next one is independent judiciary. Independent judiciary is established in our constitution. And the next one is parliamentary system. The constitution has adopted parliamentary system. The president is the constitutional head of the state. The ministers are collectively responsible for the Lok Sabha. And the next point is fundamental rights. At first, we have to know that what is fundamental rights. Our constitution gives us certain basic right to every citizen of India. These basic rights is known as fundamental rights. There are 6 fundamental rights. First, right to equality. Second, right to freedom. Third, right against exploitation. The fourth one is right to freedom of religion. The fifth one, right to constitutional remedies. And the sixth and last is cultural and educational rights. So, these are the 6 fundamental rights. And the next point is fundamental duties. At first, we have to know that what is our fundamental duties. The Constitution lays down a code of 11 fundamental duties for all the citizens of India. Every citizen should perform all these duties sincerely. And the last point is directive principles. The purpose of directive principle is to fix certain social and economic goal. And at last we discuss the last point, that is importance of a constitution. This is the last point. The constitution of our country defines the power and responsibility of each organ of the government. The legislature, the executive and the judiciary are the organs of government. So, at last I want to say that our constitution is very important for us. It is our foremost duty to respect our constitution. So, student, read the chapter thoroughly. Thank you.